Hello, check, check. Hey guys, so I've just started another live stream. I know the timing is a little late, but we will be undoubtedly working towards that. So let me just go ahead and see check channel if everything is alright or not. Yeah, things seem to be alright. I think the stuff that I want you to see, some visuals, not just a compilation of sort of random visuals, just so that people don't get bored. So yeah, that seems to be working out alright. And what else? Yeah, the chat thing. Okay. Chat I can't really see on my OBS. Just a second, guys. Yeah, I think the chat is also. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yes, we have the chat. But it keeps on becoming minimized. So that is a bit of an issue. But no worries, I think more or less the system itself is working just fine. Let me just move the mic a little closer. Hello. Hello, check. I'm just checking the mic once again because I did a little bit of hard movement with that. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's see how this is going. Mic once again because I did a little bit of. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Okay, guys. Now it's basically time to start sharing this link because I think I've mostly been talking to myself. And there is a call. Sorry, friend. Unless it's a secret mission from Modi ji, I'm not picking up. Yeah, it's not that. So. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna share the link on Telegram and maybe Twitter, and then we'll just get started talking about the stuff we are supposed to cover. So over time, as you can see, the things are becoming a little more organized. They are hopefully going to become, really streamlined and much more decent, at least bearable, as far as the structure and the visuals and stuff is concerned. Because I really don't want it to be that every time there's like a 5-10 minute test which is going on and all that stuff, right? But yeah, I think the software part is getting figured out pretty rapidly, thankfully. So, okay. Yeah, guys. I'm just posting on Telegram right now. It'll just take me. I just need to make sure that I'm posting the right link. I'm making double sure. Yeah, it still looks like I'm talking to myself, but that's alright. Later on, people will, I guess, just watch and skip ahead to the non-testing part. Lol. Okay. Yeah, Twitter. It's. I mean, Telegram is posted. So now we just go on ahead to, yeah, home sweet home, Twitter. Twitter. Yeah, it's posted on Twitter as well. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Goodbye Telegram. Goodbye Twitter. Yeah. No. Now we come to the main subject in hand, guys. So today's live stream is. I mean, it's obviously, again, this is a chill stream, right? Obviously, you can make out that it's not completely scripted or anything like that. Obviously, I did make some pointers, notes, so that essentially the important stuff doesn't get left out. But yeah, as such, it's not supposed to be taken the holy grail of everything will happen as it's discussed here. That's not the way it is. But yeah, I do intend to. I am very strongly inclined to work towards a bunch of things which we'll be talking about here. So with that, without further ado, let me take out uh, the pointers. And anyways, without the pointers also, let me just tell you that I know that some of you, I remember, really liked that story, which was satire, where it's about a wage slave, that term, wage dhruv, I think. So and people want sometimes also dark comedy satire like that, which is entertaining, kind of trollish, and makes a point also, right? A political point or a social point. So don't worry about that. I've decided that we could have m- that thing continued, more parts of that. And yeah, maybe one day we might even have something visual, to go along. But right now it's just writing. So that'll be on Substack, by the way, for people who don't know. Okay, this is a series of short stories, like basically satire, about a guy who's a wage slave in a country that claims to be Vishwaguru, but life obviously will not be that great, because again, it's trying to make a point, and yeah, it's pretty close to the truth. So apart from that, as I had said, guys, uh, I am moving towards a direction where I want to try out other things, right? FI also overall is getting reoriented towards less of politics, less of ranting, less of blackpilling, less of all that stuff, because you know you've seen this sphere past couple of years. The guys who've been here for a long time doesn't really go anywhere. We are in a soup. We don't have a lot of options, and to be quite honest, it's again like bitter ranting and outrage culture has also seeped into what you can call the dissident right. And even though thankfully people are not doing it, there are genuine grievances. They're not doing it because the some party is paying them, or they're just doing it because it will make money or something like that. They have like genuine points to make, but at the end of the day, you've seen that it doesn't really come to you know anything anything in the sense like real change takes a long time. It's not something that all of a sudden 10 anon accounts with a few thousand followers can achieve in like 1 2 5 or even 10 years. So yeah, so what I have decided is that I'm going to try and concentrate more on stuff which benefits the viewers, benefits the audience, benefits people from our in groups, our communities, young guys, similar inclinations to me and you. You know, people I'm talking about, right? Like, I don't think I have to go too much into explaining that. So, it's going to be related to self improvement, how to basically avoid some mistakes growing up, uh, stuff like decisions regarding education, health, making money, dealing with society, rapid changes, this safe space, political correctness, culture, all sorts of things, which are more practical, which you can use in your daily life. And real talk, obviously not simply some gimmicky nonsense. Not trying to preach the same rhetoric to the same people in the same way, just trying to maybe sell some product from, oh guys, you know what, if you want to be a real alpha in this evil world, take this supplement which I have definitely tried, and now I have a 24 pack and I'm surrounded by chicks. So it's obviously not going to be shit like that, right? That doesn't mean that there is no attempt at monetization ever or something, but it will be obviously done in an ethical, honest way. And obviously, as I said, 40% of my time is going to this. Then the main efforts towards dhando or money making, ideas which I'm doing is the other 60% of the time, right? So it's not that this is going to be the source I'm looking towards to somehow monetize things enough so that I don't have to be a wagey ever, right? So yeah, guys. That being said, the other projects apart from this, so I was thinking that again with the streaming thing, we will be moving to more regular timings as well. So the timings I've basically figured this out. Mostly, I think mornings does not make sense for anyone on weekdays, generally speaking, right? Unless you're just sitting at home. For a lot of people who are studying or let's say working, I guess it has to be post 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So I think that 5 to 8 or 6 to 9 p.m. on the weekdays, that time I'll try and do regular live streams, maybe half an hour to 40 minutes every day, and different topics, mostly keeping it casual, but obviously do having like an overall theme as well. But obviously it will be casual, so it can also move in like different directions and all that kind of stuff, right? And nice. Thank you for the comments, guys. Love all of you. Yeah, sorry, I just opened the comments part right now. But no, I don't live in Mumbai, bro. Yeah. And so on the weekends, I think the live stream schedule we can have can be more towards the morning point, because I think weekends especially, maybe some people wake up late, but it doesn't have to be very early. It's not going to be obviously like 8 a.m. or something, but I think we can do uh, 11 a.m. onwards, maybe 11:30, 12 noon. I think that'll be fine with people on Saturday, Sunday. They've just had their brunch. They're in a good mood, waiting for 1:30, 2 p.m. ka lunch. That would be the sweet spot, I think, on weekends. You guys can also give your suggestions. And so that is one thing. One other thing. This is not exactly a project, but this is, yeah, another thing which I would be working on. Then, as you guys might have seen on Substack, there has been some movement towards fiction. So that storyline will continue, and as you read more and more chapters, you start to piece together the world, right? That feudal fantasy setting, and what the characters want, and what is the source of troubles, and in some ways, maybe there are some points which are being made which are relevant to us as well. So that will be there. And one sort of idea which I feel strongly about, but I don't know if if I will have the time to implement this, is that I really wanted to start off and essentially maybe write about, let's say, an alt history kind of series of short stories. Let's say a setting in which partition never took place. So this is the main theme which I was inclined towards. In a world in which partition didn't take place, how would it move on, and what would the world look like today in 2022 or 23, or maybe even, let's say, 25, 30, but around, right now, maybe a little bit into the future, if that sort of set of events had flown. And yeah, so if that happens, I think it will be quite interesting. But then again, does that theme itself, that if partition never took place, what would life in India look like today or in 2030? Will that theme have enough substance to carry on a story for, let's say, even be like a series of 5-6 chapters? I don't really know. Okay, so I'm not very 100% sure on this, but I will try also to think of other possible themes and write, interesting fiction content like that. Yeah, Dheeraj. So that is one quite popular point of view also, that if partition had not taken place, it might have been worse for Hindus. So we can explore these things, in such a series of short stories, or maybe a very short novel. So that is what I was thinking. Again, it's a pretty interesting idea to explore. We never really go beyond the surface generally in these discussions. So yeah, let's see. I'll see if I can figure out a way in my schedule to explore it, and ask other people also for their opinions. And as far as what you're saying regarding the Hindi uh, like content thing, wait just a second. Hindi content, man. Like, see, the thing is, already you see, I'm trying to do a lot of things where I have some bandwidth. तो वही है यार, थोड़ा इतना, मतलब हर बंदे के पास एक लिमिटेड अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम ही होता है, और हिंदी में स्क्रिप्ट लिखना, हिंदी में रिसर्च करना भी, मतलब एक काफ़ी नई चीज़ होगी मेरे लिए. तो मतलब आई एम श्योर इट्स नॉट इम्पॉसिबल ऑब्वियसली. मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता है कि मेरी हिंदी स्किल्स इतनी मतलब गई गुजरी कि आई कैन नॉट इम्प्रूव इनफ एट सम पॉइंट कि मैं हिंदी में कंटेंट भी बना सकूं. लेकिन आई डोंट थिंक दैट इट इज़ द करेक्ट टाइम फॉर दैट, बिकॉज इट विल रिक्वायर अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट फ्रॉम माई साइड. तो अभी के लिए इट विल बी कंटेंट इन इंग्लिश ओनली, फॉर द मोस्ट पार्ट. कैजुअल, कुछ बहुत ही कैजुअल स्ट्रीम्स वगैरह में हिंदी में भी मतलब नॉर्मल बात कर सकते हैं, बट जनरली नॉट विद रिगार्ड टू द मेन कंटेंट, बिकॉज एक कंटेंट क्वालिटी अगर मेंटेन करनी है और इम्प्रूव करनी है, तो वो आई थिंक मेरे अंदर अभी उतनी कैपेबिलिटी नहीं है कि मैं उतना अच्छा जैसे स्क्रिप्ट लिख सकूं, या उतने अच्छे पॉइंटर्स के लिए रिसर्च कर सकूं. तो होपफुली वन डे, not too far away from now, but thanks for the input. That's also something, of course, I've thought a lot about, right? And last but not the least, guys, I wanted to mention that Substack also has my Substack now also has a paid version, and so this paid version thing also only became available like very recently. So ऐसा कुछ अभी तक गया नहीं है, which has not been, which has been logged out for you if you have not paid anything or anything like that. But yeah, the price is lower enough, guys. It's I think it started at around 160 or so per month. 160, मतलब it's like the equivalent of $2-3 a month. and if you buy like a yearly subscription, it's like there's a bit of a discount on it, like 20% on a monthly basis. So like it is not something which is unaffordable generally for most people, most guys. I know some people I don't like these subscription things and renew, like subscriptions which automatically renew every month. So I don't really know how I can like fix that, because वो पेमेंट ऑप्शंस की चीज़ मैं कंट्रोल नहीं करता हूँ, दैट कि क्रेडिट कार्ड होना चाहिए और ये होना चाहिए वो होना चाहिए, दैट इज़ कंट्रोल्ड बाय द कंपनी. So I can't really help with that. But yeah guys, it would be nice if some of you did maybe try it for a month. देखो 1 week का I think trial तो like of the paid subscription is anyways available for everyone, so you can do that. And in fact, like, just maybe wait for 1 or 2 days. I'll just give a go ahead also for that, because I want you to have that 1 week seeing the kind of content, the kind of stuff which I will post regarding that, the quality. When I actually have like a huge bunch of stuff to post, right? ऐसा है हफ्ते में मत ले लेना कि जब कुछ एक या दो चीज़ ही आ रही है, right? So the paid stuff will start going out very soon. I think probably within the next 2 days, and it will be, in the starting maybe only 20-30% of the content will actually be the paid part, and 70-80% I'll still try and keep open. But over time, obviously, it will, the higher quality stuff, and maybe it will move towards more for 50-50% model, right? Because at the end of the day, dude, like, अब मतलब मैं क्या बोलूँ, like, I don't want to sound like, a person who is just trying to make money off of some political views or something like that. But reality being reality, things cost money, guys. Living costs money. If I am spending my time on this, I'm not spending it on something else which could be making money, which could be something entirely non-political. Equipment costs money. I've spent a lot of money on a bunch of stuff recently, which has helped me, access things where I can learn a better style of video editing, access better software now. तो वो चीज़ें भी धीरे धीरे करके you'll start noticing improving. So there are all sorts of things, guys. So anyways, don't take it as if this guy will just be wanting to write content which he wants to make money off of the audience. So I will never be that individual ki if I think that if I can make a ton of money by writing this, then I'll do this. No, obviously when you're writing, this is the creative outlet. If you're a creative person, the things which you believe in, the things which you want to really, I guess, have a small effect on the world, that's something precious which nothing else can give you. Well, I'm not going to be like ki money doesn't buy anything, it's not important. Obviously it's pretty well important, right? But there are some things which they have their own different dimension of considerations. So yeah, there's that as well, right? So take it that way, guys, right? Anyways, with that I'll end. I think if there are any other major questions which I've missed, I'll try to answer them later maybe. And recommend some YouTube channels, post YouTube videos. Yeah, guys. Yeah, don't worry. YouTube will not be ignored. In fact, that is the main point of trying to improve at video editing, so that I could make better YouTube videos. But then again, like, there is obviously going to be exclusive content which also goes out on Substack, because Substack also has a beta YouTube thing. Sorry, not YouTube, beta video platform thingy which they have integrated and they're testing right now. So I'll also be putting out stuff there which will be a bit exclusive for the subscribers who've bought paid membership. But again, that will be a small percentage of content. And obviously, YouTube it's going to again be its own thing. Also, there'll be a lot of stuff which will just be there on YouTube, right? Which is open to like everyone. So don't worry about that. YouTube will remain on the radar. And last but not the least, yeah, Twitter, guys. Again, Twitter is generally not the place for very in-depth discussion. I still feel that way. And again, like I said, I want to move away from the ranting and all that kind of jazz. So, you know, I will spend some time on Twitter, but definitely I will cut down a lot. So can't help that. Anyways, otherwise just stay active on Telegram, stay active here on Substack. And if you want to get involved like in the community stuff, there is a Front Indica channel where again I will be fairly active from time to time on Telegram. So if you're not there yet, you can join that. Okay, I'll try and post these links also in the pinned comment. And on Instagram also I'm trying to spend a little more time. But again, I can't say that कि इन चार चीज़ों में I'll spend more time, right? It's mostly going to be YouTube and Substack again, and Substack getting the priority. YouTube also, again, it will not, again, you will not feel that it's being neglected. But Twitter, I'll cut down. Telegram has been cut down a little bit, but it will be decently active. And I'll try and adjust that time towards, posting a little more on Instagram. So I'll wrap up with that, friends. Mitro, I really hope all the best in life for all of you, and please keep supporting me, please keep supporting Frontier Indica. And I can understand very well that not everyone is in a position to buy a paid subscription, and everyone does not need to. Only a small percentage of people need to. But share the content if you can. Tell people about certain red pills, and introduce them to things which can benefit them, like I said, in their own lives. Self-improvement stuff, personal finance stuff, health, wealth, whatever it is, right? That sort of content. If you've seen some of my content previously has been like that. So, and in the future I'll try and move more towards that direction, as I already mentioned. So again, that sort of content you can share without fearing that someone's going to judge it for political incorrectness or something. So do support in that way if you don't want to support in, let's say, buying the subscription way on Substack. So, but either way, I really hope for your continued support. That's the only way that I can stay encouraged and upbeat about keeping this thing going, guys. Alright, good night, bye bye, and see you again, hopefully with more normal, regular people timings.